One of the things we're going to go into is the Pintech drums. We have standard kit configurations, the E-Gig, the Escape, the Jam, the E-Session, and the E-Road Pro, all with your standard 3-piece, 4-piece, 5-piece drum sets in basic configurations that drummers have come to expect. However, we do have, you're not limited to those. Pintech doesn't limit you to a pre-configured kit. We can do the kits in however you want to. We have 3 sizes, 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch in the concert cast. You've got the silver vein and the black powder coat. We have been known to custom color drum kit for a customer. That is a bit more expensive. It does take a custom quote, though. The concert casts come in single zone and dual zone. The dual zone having the head and the rim trigger. The Easy Tune feature comes on all of the Pintech now, which is the onboard gain control. For a single zone, of course, there's 1 knob. For the dual zone, there's 2. These really come in the most handy and the most helpful on Yamaha modules. We also have the 14-inch acoustic snare, which is a piccolo snare converted to electronic. We have it in black or chrome, just the standard chrome. We have several kick drum options. You've got the little K3 kick drum. It comes complete with the wood beater. Many times, a lot of drummers will use these with their SBDSs or with other type of triggering devices where they might have an extra input, but they want to add an extra beat or that they can trigger with their foot. So a lot of times they'll use these for that. Some will just use it for a kick drum because they just want it really small and compact as possible. So again, it allows for more versatility. We have the 8-inch kick drum as well, and it is an upright with a mesh head so that they can have that feel and less noise. We also have the kick drum is available in the concert cast series, the CKVs, which come in a 10-inch or a 12-inch. They are, they're heavier. They're just weighted heavier than the others. So depending on what your style is, what you're accustomed to, what you like, that's what you choose, and you can cobble together however you want to make the drum kit of your choice. We also have other triggers that a lot of our drummers use. A lot of touring bands will use the dingbats and the nimrods. No, I'm not calling anybody names. This is a dingbat. This is a nimrod. They're just a tubular trigger. They mount on a 7/8-inch tube. We have those tubes we provide if a drummer needs those, or a lot of drummers will just hook them right onto a cymbal arm. They come in very handy for triggering loops and just other little bits of stuff. A lot of drummers will use the trigger cowbell or a wind chime or something else, whatever their drum or whatever they want to add into their kit. A lot of our heavy metal drummers are using this for the drop bass sound. That way they don't have to have a different drum. They just hit this, they get their drop bass, they're good to go. To show how we can customize and do things, we're not really totally a serious company. We like to have some fun too. So we actually trigger toys. The classic little rubber duck, this one's not triggered, but this one is. And the gorilla is triggered. And we also have some little motorcycles. We triggered a plastic gun for one of our customers who is a drummer and also happens to own a gun range. And he wanted to trigger his guns because he's into guns and he thought that would be cool, and we did it for him, and he's been thrilled ever since. So we will do that for our customers. We will work with you. We've got drummers who are using the little RS5s, which is a great little trigger for using on acoustic drums. We've got one in Hawaii who uses it on a gong. Why you need to amplify a gong, I'm still trying to figure that one out, but hey, that's what he uses it for. We've got one band, Audio Body. They actually trigger their bodies. So they put it in their clothing and they play themselves. I don't know how well that sounded, but that's what they do. So they work. They're versatile. Another thing about the concert cast drums is that we make them so that they're very easy for the drummer to repair. If the drummer happens to blow a trigger, it's pennies to the dollar compared to the drum to replace the trigger. They just call us up under their warranty. We send them the nice little trigger in the bag. They unhook the little white connector dots that are inside. The drummer can do his own repairs on the fly. Inside the drum, of course, is hooked to the jack. He just unplugs the little plug, plugs in the new one, positions it back in the center of the drum, puts the foam on top, puts the head back on, and he's up and running in less than 5 minutes. That's a very nice feature because a drummer can always have that peace of mind of knowing that he's not going to be down in the middle of a gig and have his whole show ruined. 5 minutes, take a quick little break, little intermission, and he's back up and running again. Trigger Perfects, we have the 210 AP, the 210 APS, and the 250 BD. These are all made for triggering acoustic drums. They're just an external trigger that mounts on your acoustic drum. For the most part, to give them some added punch, to add more appeal, more sound to the room. A lot of times, especially in a smaller venue that might not have good acoustics, or a large venue that might not have good acoustics, if you use the Trigger Perfect with your drums, a lot of times you can really help to amplify that sound. You run the triggers through a system that sounds a lot like your drums, and it gives you a layered, more full effect when you're playing. So a lot of drummers really like these, and ours are very sturdy and reliable. And again, they also come, you can get the quick to connect repair trigger to repair these on the road. So a lot of our touring musicians really love to use these.